Your self-concept is the thing that creates your reality before even the universe. Before even manifestation, your self-concept has to be there, or else you won't manifest anything. This is what a lot of people, they miss it. They just think that if you get in the feeling, you get in the vibration, then it'll happen, right? But what if your mind is wired against you? What if you're constantly self-sabotaging? What if every positive thought is paired with another negative thought? What if you're constantly affirming over and over and over about how you're gonna get 10k in the bank randomly, but your body is tense? Your feelings are dread. Your mind wants it because you're like, yes, of course I would want that, duh. And then your subconscious mind and your body doesn't want it. It's like, no thank you. Number one, you don't deserve it. Number two, you can't get it. Even if you do get it, how can you hold it? You can't deal with it. You can't do taxes. What are people gonna think? Are people gonna want? Blah, 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 blah. That's what your subconscious think. So if you don't do shadow work, how are you gonna manifest anything? Like, what, you can manifest an ice cream one day? Because pretty much everyone knows that they can achieve getting an ice cream. Everyone knows they deserve an ice cream. But then when you start manifesting the big things, like the life-changing things, your self-concept is the thing that is going to decipher whether you do get it or you don't get it. And inevitably, if you don't get it, you'll probably blame on the fact that manifestation doesn't work, that you're just not cut out for this. Your self-concept is the thing that runs the thoughts through your mind. It is your entire belief system. Your self-concept is your entire subconscious mind. Everything you think about when you're sleeping, when you're turned off, everything is your self-concept. Your thoughts are influenced by your self-concept. Your thoughts are the things that create feelings. Your feelings are your vibration, and your vibrations are the things that cause you to manifest. So why are we trying to plug in a software into our computer full of positive, happy messages and happy music to a computer that is on the old operating system? It physically cannot run the new operating system. It doesn't have the power, it doesn't have the capability, it can't hold it, it'll break down, something will happen, and it'll self-sabotage. That's what's happening in modern day self-development and all the manifestation things. Because yes, you can manifest through positive feelings, but if you can't even get into a positive state, and if you're getting into a positive state but you have limiting beliefs in the way, shadows blocking you in certain areas, this is why you might be able to manifest something really easily, like, I don't know, a partner, love, and then you go to manifest money and nothing happens, because you have a shadow for it. You have a limiting belief, a block. You have a bad self-concept around this area. And unless you dig up all of those shadows, those heavy rocks from underground, you will never be able to elevate off the ground in that area. And you'll be always wondering why. Why can't I do it? Why didn't it work for me? Maybe it's just not meant for me, which is the biggest excuse in manifestation. Maybe it's not meant for me. So say you come across an idea one day. This is how it's gonna look. One day, you come across an idea to create a YouTube channel talking about whatever the hell you want to talk about. Maybe you're like, okay, like, I don't even want to create a business right now. I just want to have some fun. I just want to talk about this topic. If I wanted to start a hobby and do something and I never needed money, this is what I would do. Say you do that, but no longer, there is no limiting beliefs. You don't start to think, would people like me? You don't start to think, would I get any views? Because you don't care about views, you're just doing it for the fun of it, right? How should I edit this video? How should I say things? Am I going to worry about being unprofessional, being offensive? Am I going to worry about stepping on people's toes? If I'm not trying to get somewhere, then I'm not trying to sabotage it. So I deserve this. You actually start thinking, wow, I could achieve this. instead of being like, maybe people won't like me, maybe I won't get any views. That is the difference between someone with a solid self-concept in that area and someone that needs a lot of shadow work. How many times in the past have you gone to start a business or elevate your current business and you've not done it because of you've had this heart desire, this pull to do something cool and exciting, and then after thinking about it you're like, yeah, actually that's really inconvenient, that's really not viable, I don't think it would work, people might not like it, and then in the end you decided it was too risky, so you didn't do it. What would have happened if you had have gone for it and it'd have done the best you've ever done, better than the original plan? What would have happened? You'd never know now. Isn't your biggest regret getting old and being like, oh my god, what could I have done with my life if I'd have just not give a fuck what anyone says or anyone thinks? Or how would life have looked if I'd have just showed up as me and been me and just done it because I wanted to do it and no other reason? That is how it would look if you didn't let your mind kick in and the energy goes from here. You're in here, you're like, oh, that'd be so fun, that'd be so exciting, I can't wait to do it, that would be just so different, like no one's done it like this before. And then you start thinking, would it actually work though? Would anyone like it? Oh my god, it'd cost so much, it'd take too much time, and before you know it you're up here and you're trying to come up with like a rational response. That's self-sabotage. That is what happens. That is self-sabotage. Because of your shadows live up here in your mind, in your subconscious mind. Your beliefs live in your mind. That is what happens when you have shadows pulling you down. And you call it not meant to be, you call it inconvenient, you call it people wouldn't like it, but you don't realise that all these different things, these deservingness shadow, the nice girl shadow, the I couldn't do it shadow, self-confidence, all of these things are running the show. I'm not smart enough, I don't have the right team. That is when you literally have like the lemon, the juicy lemon, and you're just squeezing it dry yourself. You are causing yourself to have a less fuller life because you're letting your subconscious mind and all of the thoughts kick in. So next time you're in this scenario, I want you to do this. Say you're sat there saying, oh, I want to do this, I want to take it from this angle, this is a good idea. Listen to your body, listen to your mind, listen to it kicking in, listen to what happens in your body, and you'll feel your mind start to rationalize it and ask, like, is it possible, would it work? And then ask yourself this one question and just say, what is the worst that could happen if I just did it without any logical explanation? What is the worst that could happen? And if you're like, I don't really know, I'm not too sure, go and journal on it, and you will probably find some really weird thoughts popping up, like really illogical thoughts. So it's like you're trying to rationalize not doing it, but they're illogical thoughts preventing you, like backing that up. You're trying to make something logical that is backed by illogic. That's what will start coming up. You'll start thinking like, oh, what if like my business just fails? Or what if I get cancelled online if I do this? And then you're like, what the hell? Like, I'm not gonna get cancelled because like one day I started to write my thumbnail in a really like not giving a crap way, or because I changed my style, or because one day I was just more me than yesterday. You're like, oh my god, this is the thing that was stopping me this entire time. Journal on it. That's like a little homework or play work, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, that's what I've got to give you today. That's what I've got to transmute. I feel like when I'm walking, the messages come easier, whereas when I'm sat still, like, I feel like all the energy is just trapped in my body almost. So if you can notice a difference when I'm walking versus just sat still, let me know. It's kind of the same feeling as when I'm live. I feel like it's just like word vomit. Like I don't really think as much. It just comes out like I'm just speaking from my heart. But then in like normal videos, it's just more like I have something to say that I've planned out. Like I really want to say it, so I'm following. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, so do that. Do your homework or your play work, and comment down below the things that you have done in the past that you regret not doing. What are the things that you had a cool idea for, but you didn't take that route because of some logic or rational reason? What could you have done? Like, what are those things for you? Comment them down below, in personal life, in business, whatever. Okay, that's your shadow work. Okay, so have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one.